Welcome back to SnowRunner, guys, and this is a very interesting vehicle that I know a lot of you guys are going to be really excited about. Now, this is Max Mike's 181's Kaizen World Roamer, and it is based on a 79 series Land Cruiser. Now, obviously, this thing is, by the looks of it, as you can tell, made to be console friendly, and so we can expect this to drop on consoles in the future, hopefully, as long as everything gets approved. Now, let's go ahead and buy it. We'll pick it up real quick. And we're going to go through the customization. Now, I always love the way these things look, like what they would call like a quote-unquote like tray-back ute. Love the way it looks, love the way these things do off-road, and I love how utilitarian they are. So we've got engines-wise, we've got this KR135T, Azov 146, 160, and 200 turbo. The max engine gets us up to an S, not an S+, which I'm sure will kind of go down a little bit once we add a little bit more weight to the vehicle, so it's definitely made to be realistically balanced. So we'll do that. And we've got the stock gearbox, freeway, SnowRunner, and crawler box. We're going to go with the crawler box. Now, suspension, we're going to go with tuned custom, so it's much better on the trails, a lot more flexible. And tires-wise, we start out with a couple of different all-terrain sizes, 37 and 41, and then we are also able to go through some of our other categories. Not much for us in the off-road category. However, once we get to the mud tires category, we've got the mud tires by Quasi, which are always going to be really, really good. We've got the standard and studded variants of those. And the interesting thing is, even on this lifted suspension, the 37s look great. You don't necessarily have to go to the much bigger tires. Like, you could, but I think I'm actually going to start, well, let's start with the 41-inch Quasi mud tires. So now, we'll go to Autonomous Scout Plus, just in case we need it. And tall front-facing snorkel, and frame add-ons. This is where that bed comes into play. So you got trunk repair supplies, utility mount, which is way too big, or at least way bigger than I would want to use it. We've also got a spare wheel, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go with the trunk repair supplies to some degree. Where are they? There they are. 50 repair parts. Actually, I like that better. Spare parts and fuel. I like that better. So rooftop, you've got a couple of different beacons, roof racks, different like just wilderness support items, and a roof rack with a big cage, which is also something that you could do if you were going to be out in the wilderness for a long time, and a flasher bar, which I don't think we're going to do, but it's cool that it's there. Now, wheels, if you go with these tires, you get one wheel option, so that there's really not much you could switch there, but you can actually hang something from the rearview mirror, which is really cool. We're going to do dice. And hood ornaments, you can actually do any of the default in-game ones. We're not going to do any of them on this build, but it's cool to know that they're there. Although I do wish that we could throw beans on the dash. Now, you can't, wait a minute. Can you not change the color? Oh, I guess it's silver. And you better like a silver rig because that's what you've got. Now, for testing, I decided to switch it up a little bit and come out to TNB Trails today because TNB Trails is a really well-made, well-put-together, realistic environment where you would honestly see rigs like this in real life. So let's get it out to some trails and just see what it's like to drive. It feels really good with this engine setup, this engine and gearbox setup. It feels about the speed as a highly upgraded standard like vanilla truck, which I think a lot of people are going to really like and a lot of people are going to really appreciate, you know? Especially the people that are into realistic four-wheeling, realistic trail riding and crawling and stuff like that. That interior, though, dude, that interior is so freaking cool. I love the way it sounds, too. It's got that, like, classic Toyota diesel sound. Easy. And it just so happens we have a trail right across the road. Let's throw it in low plus and get on down the trail. You can pull trailers as well if you really wanted to. I mean, small trailers, obviously. Nothing, you know, nothing huge, but God, it looks so good. It looks so good. I really, really am so glad that we have one of these in the game now. And I think once this does make its way to consoles, I think a lot of people, especially in regions where they have these available to buy and, you know, like they see them driving around in real life, I feel like, you know, especially those people are going to absolutely go nuts for this thing. Dude, up and over, like, in automatic mode, that's really good. Like, that's, like, properly respectable performance. And it held the gear, too. And what I also love is that on the sections where it's not really all that, you know, not really all that bumpy or crazy or rocky, we can throw it in automatic mode and it goes into 5th gear and stays there, you know? Now that is a little steep for it, though. We might have to bump that. Come on. You're gonna have to put it in low and then put it into auto. Let's put it in high. Oh! Oh, God. All right. I did not want to end up in a rollover situation. Let's try that one more time. There's high. Now it keeps wanting to go to the right. That's the problem, is it keeps wanting to go to the right. Come on, Cruiser. Come on. Oh, my God. It's trying so hard. Please, little Cruiser. Come on. Come on. There's the grip. But will it find its way back the other way? Oh. All right, there's low. To get it up the steep part, I mean, high worked, but only for that one little spot. Low plus is actually what it needed. Holy smokes. All right. So you really do have to put some time and effort and thought into really picking your gear in this thing. But again, that's very realistic. Very realistic and well-tuned. Like, it's not that it can't make it up the hill. It's that you just have to make sure you're on top of your gearing and on top of, like, you know, what you're doing in order to get it up the hill. And by the way, what an amazing view and what an amazing backdrop to see behind this vehicle. Like, I could totally see people going trail riding with their friends in this thing. Oh my God. That's so steep right there, dude. That's like, the first time you roll up on that spot, it's like, and this, you know, little mini mud pit too, ultra deep, like way deeper than you would ever think to find out on a trail like this. But it sneaks up on you, though. There you go. Nice and easy. Just give it a little bit more. And because of the fact that it's not, you know, like it's big, but it's not ultra huge, you do have to kind of, you know, pay a little bit more attention to the lines that you take, and it does make it more realistically challenging to wheel with. Oh, easy. A little bit of interior cam wheeling action for you. There you go. All right, let's see if we can make our way around this corner without getting into any issues. I'm going to try and use the rocks for traction, but we'll see if it likes that. So far, it likes it well enough, but... oh, it didn't like that. Ooh, it did not like that. It did not like that at all. Left, left, left. Oh, nope. It really doesn't like that. Okay. Let's try and bump this. It just needed the momentum. And there are times off-road when you will need the momentum. Not always, but occasionally. Dare I try the optional line? I'll try the optional line. Why not? All right. Optional line did not go well. I'm going to reset. When I say reset, I mean back up and pretend that that didn't happen. All right. Nice and slow. Easy. There it is. Nope. I think the center of gravity is just a bit high. I mean, and it's not, like, not a bad thing, but when I say a bit high, I mean a bit high for this particular obstacle. In real life, yeah, this thing would probably go around this obstacle. This is more of, like, a dedicated rock crawler obstacle. And I would say that this vehicle, like, as a whole, is definitely more, like, overland focused, which is fine. It's great. There's nothing wrong with that. I love overlanding and trail riding and stuff like that, but I think this particular obstacle is definitely more suited to the dedicated rock crawlers. Coming down off of this obstacle. Oh, it's going to go over. Oh, my God. It's going to go over. Up. Frantically grabbing the winch. Yep. Nope. Going on the top. Yep. On my lid. But I ended up back on my wheels. But still, at one point in that scenario, I was on my lid. And so that kind of makes it a bit of a sketch scenario for me. If I ended up on my lid, yeah, like... the lid is the area of the vehicle you try to avoid being on. Trying to stay shiny side up here. Trying to. I mean, this trail and, like, with the moderate rock crawling, it does great. It does absolutely wonderfully well. So, I can't really judge it based on that, you know, that particular obstacle. Got a rock slide here, which, if you really wanted to crawl up that, you could. I don't think it's necessarily in this thing's repertoire of tricks, but hey, if you wanted to, you could. But this, we are definitely going to have to crawl with it because it's right there. Whoa, all right, that mud gets freaking deep. All right, Cruiser. It's time to come through. Let's see what you got. We're half throttle right now, low plus. It's working really well. Really well on the crawling front. So we're going to have to choose this line real carefully. Because I do not want it going over. Yep. Bad line choice. Real bad line choice. Real bad. But then again, I was worried about going straight on because I was concerned that if I went straight on, it would want to roll over backwards. It has a backup beeper. What? Oh, that's hilarious, actually. That's really funny. All right. Attempt number 2 after repairing. All right, we made it up the first bit. First bit's easy. It's the second part. I don't really want to try it straight on. I'm going to have to. It's going to be a winch pull. So if I try to go to the left, it's going to roll over the side. But if I try to go up, it's going to roll over backwards. Oh. Yeah, bring that front end back down. Okay, if you go a little bit further to the left, it can do it fine. Like, it can do it just fine there, but it's sketch, though. Like, there are moments that you'll get into where you're like, okay, I gotta really, you know, use my brain on this one. And that's just how it is with realistic wheeling, you know what I mean? Alright, easy. Trying to see this view. God, yeah, there it is. There it is. There's that view. Oh my god. What a freaking view, dude. What a view! It's like, the trail to get out here might be sketch, but like, you gotta love it. You gotta do it for the view. At least I do. Oh my god. You do not want to go. You know what? You know what? You do not want to turn around at all, do you? You're like, yep, this is where I'm parked, and this is where I sits. If I fits, I sits. And that's apparently the philosophy we're going with on this one. So I'm actually going to recover this guy real quick. And then we're going to chill out in the little village area. But if you guys enjoyed this look at this vehicle, make sure to let me know your thoughts and opinions on it in the comments down below. And if you're new around here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell if you would like to see more videos like this one in your inbox. And I will see you guys next time. Talk to y'all later.